List of hidden, virtual Windows user accounts. I'm trying to find a way to get a comprehensive list of user accounts on a Windows 7 system, including hidden ones. The User Accounts dialog, and GT, Control User Passwords too, only shows the normal user accounts, and even the Local User and Groups editor only shows normal user accounts and standard hidden/disabled ones like Administrator and Guest. The Select Users or Groups dialog has a Find Now button which combines users and groups, but alas, it has the same contents as the log. I'm looking for a more comprehensive list that includes super hidden, virtual user accounts like Trust Installer, or to be more accurate, ntservice/Trust Installer. Notice the different domain. I checked hklm/software/Microsoft/Windows NT/current version/Winlogon/special accounts/userlist, but the special accounts key does not exist. I also checked hklm/software/Microsoft/Windows NT/current version/profile list, and while it does have the system profile, local service, and network service accounts listed, it does not have others, like Trust Installer and its ilk. Trust Installer specifically is a little confusing because it is a user, a service, and an executable file. I am using it as an example because it is super hidden in that it does not seem to be listed in any sort of user list. As an experiment, I tried searching the whole registry for Trust Installer to see if I could find a place where it is listed as a user, but found none. To be clear, what I am looking for is a list of all accounts that can be used in a user input field such as in permissions dialogs or as a runos argument.
I don't think there is an ultimate list of all possible accounts. There are different types of names you can use in the user input field such as in permissions dialogs. First up are standard Win32_accounts. To get a full list, open a PowerShell session and run. These are the usual users, groups and the built-in accounts. Since Vista, there is a new class of accounts, called virtual accounts, because they do not show up in the usual management tools. There are sometimes called service accounts as well, and there are at least 3 different types of these. Windows Service Accounts. Since Vista, every Windows service has a virtual account associated with it, even if it runs under a different user account and even if it does not run at all. It looks like ntservice/msql server. To get a list of those use, EAS application pools. Each EAS application pool that runs under the application pool identity runs under a special account called EAS pool/name of pool. Assuming you have the EAS management scripting tools installed, you can run Hyper-V virtual machines. On Server 2008 Plus and Windows 8 Plus you have Hyper-V. Each virtual machine creates its own virtual account, which looks like NT virtual machine /1043 F032 2199 4D8 E6972031450C5. To get a list, use Ever though these accounts are not accepted in the permissions dialog, you can use them with icacles.x to set permissions. There is also a special group, NT virtual machine /virtual machines, which doesn't show up elsewhere. All of the virtual machine accounts are members of this group, so you can use this to set permissions for all VM files. These names are language specific. For example, in German it is named NT Virtual Machine /Virtual Computer. Desktop Window Manager. The DVM.X process, Desktop Window Manager, runs under a user, Windows Manager /DWM1. Again, you cannot use this type of users in the permissions dialogues. It is not really possible to enumerate these either because one exists for each desktop session, so when using two RDP sessions, you also have DWM2 and DWM3 in addition to DVM1. So there are as many as there are desktops available. Computer names. In certain cases you can also use computer names in the permissions dialog, usually when being part of an Active Directory domain. Windows remoting virtual users. When using PowerShell and J, just enough administration, and connect to a server with a PS remote session, a temporary virtual user may be created. These have the following format. Win virtual users \win_var_x_computername_username. And an SID that starts with S1594. The X is an integer number. These accounts can be used when assigning NTFS permissions, but I don't know how to list all these possible virtual users. While in a J session you can use whoami to find out the current account name. Finally, even these lists don't give you every possible account. For example, you can create an application pool foobarpool then delete it again. You can still use isapool /foobarpool in the permissions dialog, so there must be an internal list somewhere.
This is because Trust Installer is a service and not a user object. With Vista, services are now security principals and can be assigned permissions. This URL.
Go to any file on your hard drive, right-click, and select Properties. Go to the Security tab and click Edit. Click Add ... Click Advanced ... Click Object Types ... and uncheck Groups, then click OK. Click Find Now. This will list all regular users and built-in system users, built-in security principals, as Windows calls them. Note that not all accounts that appear on this page can be used in a runos command, though they can all be used in a permissions dialog.
From Windows Vista on, services are treated as users. That is, a security identifier, SID, is assigned to every service. This is not specific to Trust Installer service. You can view the SID assigned to any service using the scshowsid command. Usage, scshowsid, name. Description, displays the service string corresponding to an arbitrary name. The name can be that of an existing or non-existent service. Note that there is no need for the service to exist on the system. Examples. or, for the Service Windows Management Instrumentation, Windows. And, finally, for a fake service. Note that all SIDs start with S1580, where 80 is assigned to security_service_id_base_rid subauthority. Moreover, this assignment is deterministic, no RIDs are used, and the SID will be the same across all systems. See the references at the end of this post for more information. As an example, I will assign the nt-service service, write permission to some file. Windows underlines the name Windows, confirming that it's a valid identity. Now, click OK, and then assign the right permission. This confirms that any service name can be used as a user identity. Therefore, I wouldn't call them separate hidden accounts, D. For more information, please read the following articles. New UCLs improve security in Windows Vista. WS 2008, Windows Service Hardening. SID Components. Well-known SIDs. Well-known security identifiers in Windows operating systems.
I się wam sposób poddechanym, pracy komputerów streaming.